Who would I have play me? I don't know, maybe Renee Zellweger when she did Bridget Jones. Like, that would be so epic.
That old me showed up with wet hair like it didn't matter and I didn't care.
I mean, definitely more culture shock here and in Berlin than in London. I feel like London felt like New York City a little bit. But I feel amazing. I don't want to say I feel at home, but I feel like a kind of similar feeling to, I'm 26, so it feels sort of, not for everybody, but I'm from LA and so many kids like go out of the country really young. So I feel like it's late for me to finally have left, but I'm also at the same time so appreciative and like not taking a single, I'm here for 24 hours and I was in Berlin for 24 hours, so it feels like I'm not properly getting to see everything, but I'm doing what I can and I am appreciating it all. It's really cool. I think just how cool the people are, just looking around. Like we went to this restaurant last night in Berlin just to have schnitzel because it feels like the right thing to do. And I just could not stop looking around at everybody. People are very chic, but it feels like without it being a trendy thing. I don't know. That also might be me putting a fantasy onto it, but it is how I felt. You know what? I feel like now that I am able to talk about the album, that's the question I've been getting. And I'm like, oh my God, I never thought that someone might seriously ask me, who's the clown? But I guess it's the whole like point, I guess, because the cover goes with the title. I just thought it would be funny if I put a real clown in a photo with me and asked still who is the clown. It's supposed to be like, we don't know if it's the clown or if it's her. So I guess it's me, but it also could be the clown, and I guess ultimately it's up to interpretation. So I always was a writer and I always did theater and I was a dancer. I was really into performing, but when I was in high school, I really sort of identified more so with being behind the scenes and being a writer. I thought it was like cooler than wanting to be like the star, but you know, I don't know. You just sometimes don't choose where you wind up in this life. But I was mostly always always interested in writing. So that's why I went to college for it, and then started to like pursue it right after college. And then my best friend is Gracie, so her and I moved in together in like April of 2023, and 6 months into that started writing music together. And I had not written music before that, but I had been a huge pop music fan, and yeah, it just was really fun to do with her. And then once her and I wrapped up writing for her album, I didn't want to stop writing songs, so I just kept doing it by myself. And here I am, I guess. I think that's like what's so exciting and so magical about it, is that I don't think that there's a formula, even though there are a lot of pop songs that I think can sometimes feel formulaic, and I think also formulaic isn't even necessarily a negative thing. It's craft, but I just think like it pretty obviously is like great melodies and a good I don't like to use the word concept, but concept, and yeah, I think catchiness overall.
And being a saint is exhausting. Sue me, I wanna be wanted. Sue me, I wanna be wanted. Sue me, I wanna be. Sue me, I wanna be. Sue me, I wanna be wanted. Sue me, I wanna be wanted. Sue me, I wanna be wanted. Sue me, I wanna be. Sue me, I wanna be. Sue me, I wanna be wanted.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Amazon Bass is like my favorite line in that song. I'm so glad you brought it up.
Just me, or does he look amazing when he's all in his Amazon basic.
I think it is normal to, if you've been in a relationship with someone for a long time and then you break up. I mean, I think it's normal to want to see them again or to like be curious about what's going on, and regardless of if you broke up with them or they broke up with you or whatever it may be, people, you know, fuck their exes because you're like, oh my God, I know you, you know me, remember? Let's try it again. It's been so long. It's really exciting. It's fun. There are some good Amazon basics out there, even though I don't want to promote that brand at all. I love like female protagonists so much. I always have since I was such a little. I remember watching New York Minute with the Olsen twins when I was really young, and I think just generally I was a child who wanted to be a teenager. Like I always just wanted more independence than I had, and then it was weird because then in high school, like senior year, I was having so much fun and I was like, life couldn't possibly get better than this. And then I went to college, and then by the end of college I was like, how could life be more exciting than this? And then now that I'm an adult with a career, it's like, actually no, this is what I wanted when I was a kid and I was watching like New York Minute. I think like, yeah, I love movies, I love TV as much as I love music, and the fact that people are I guess describing me as that makes me feel like I'm doing a good job as someone who's wanting to tell stories. And like the Bowling Alley music video specifically, I was like, this is my short film. Like I get to make a short film, and I'm glad that people are drawing like a movie connection.
But I got my creams on and my gown on, and I don't think anyone cares if I go or not. It's so wrong to think everyone loves me, but doesn't need to be around me all the time.
When Harry Met Sally, Annie Hall, those are like my top two. Really a romantic comedy, but I really like messy female protagonists, like Frances Ha is the one to me. Listen, I liked Anybody But You with Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell. I liked it. I've seen it 3 times.
What the?
The after movies, I mean, they're bad, but I've seen them all. Exactly. I think the first 50 Shades movie is incredible. Dakota Johnson's performance in that movie is so funny because you can tell she's like kind of making fun of it, but it is pulled off like in such a way where you also believe her as the character. I don't know. The first 50 Shades is also one of my favorite romantic comedies. Who would I have play me? I don't know. Maybe Renee Zellweger when she did Bridget Jones. Like, that would be so epic. I think like actually just working a lot, but also walking sometimes 10 miles a day, smoked trout for dinner, trying to like read a book and, you know, like getting bored halfway through and stopping, having dinner with your dad once a month, going to Europe for the first time. That's Audrey Hobert summer.